Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon, and you're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
Hey, welcome back. It is your girl. I couldn't even say that. I said welcome, because I like to enunciate and use all of my vowels. Welcome back. It's your girl, Latoya Chanel, and I am here at BKS1 Radio. I don't even know what camera I'm looking in today. That one? I think I'm working right there. Okay. So, welcome back. It's your girl, Latoya Chanel. I am back in the building, and I am blessed and highly favored in order to be here. I've been out for a little while, sick. There was a bug and everything going around, and then job stuff and all of that, blah, 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 blah. But I'm here, and I'm back in the building now, and I am ready to talk to you all, and I'm ready to get things started. And you know what? Guess what, y'all? Guess what? Because I already told her I was going to say this. There was somebody else that just could not stay away. She be trying to stay away. She tried to stay away all the time, but she can't do it. Y'all clap up my best friend. Y'all already know who she is. This is Queen B. Y'all, it say Deacon Woo. That's not who Deacon Woo. That's you not it. Deacon? No, you not Deacon.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay, anyway, while we fix Deacon Woo and Storm Norm over there, because that's clearly not who we are.
Yes.
But you could be like pastor or bishop, somebody.
I've been
trying. You do it. But I'm saying is,
now I don't be trying, because that's you already know who I am.
Of course.
Like,
yeah, look, of course.
I be running.
Of course. But like I said, my best friend is back in the building, y'all. This is Miss Queen B. I'm going to clap her up one more time, because that's how they do it on all the other shows. Other people get 800,000 claps. So I'm clapping up my best friend with 800,000. With 800,000 claps.
Okay.
But anyway, we here.
We here.
And we starting off 2024.
Yes.
Happy,
super excited,
healthy,
yes.
And that's what we got to talk about today. And we got to get some, get into it, because we didn't. Okay, so for everybody who don't know, Queen B says to me all the time at the beginning of every single year.
Every year.
All right, come on, best friend. We got to write the vision and make it plain, right? And so anybody who doesn't know any biblical references or any of that, but she always says, all right, we got to write the vision and we got to make it plain. Yes. And I'm like, all right, best friend, we got to do that. So then we always go about making sure that, everything is in alignment for a year. Or you know what? Explain to everybody what that means.
Basically what you just said.
Yeah.
So write the vision, make it plain. Mm-hmm. Meaning it's kind of like let me write what I feel like. Now, sometimes you don't get to these goals, so, it is what it is. But kind of write the way you want your year to go. Okay. What goals you want to accomplish. And it could be something minute or something major. You know what I mean? It could be the smallest thing. I just want to get out my bed on time. It could be something really small, and it could be something majorly big, like I'm going to go back to school or whatever. Just whatever you want to accomplish within that time frame, and you just work at that. Because I feel like when you write the vision and you make it plain, you actually subconsciously and consciously make a point to try to knock those goals out. So it was different this year,
like
though.
Manifesting,
right?
Isn't that like manifesting?
More so manifesting, absolutely.
Yeah,
Speaking into existence,
right?
Calling those things,
that
are not,
okay, as if they are,
if they are, and they're going to happen.
Right.
That's it.
Okay.
So, but I said I did a different challenge for us this year.
What was the challenge this year?
Remember, I said we were going to write.
What's the challenge?
Remember, we weren't writing the vision and making it plain this year. We were actually writing letters.
Okay.
To ourselves.
Okay.
Remember, like, hey B, you're doing good this year.
Okay.
what
I still need the details of that.
Oh
as
my
to,
God,
as
I
to
told-
what it is I'm
told you.
supposed to be
So,
doing.
basically, I started I will give you guys insight because I'm very transparent on this show.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing was, hey B, it's 2024. Happy New Year. That was my first line to myself.
Yeah.
Boy, this year is going to be one of those kick behind years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Transformative
Year.
Okay. In a good way.
This is what I think you'll be doing this year. And
then detail
what you think you'll be doing this
But
year.
that's still more manifestation.
It is a manifestation, but it's a letter to myself.
Yeah.
You understand? Because normally we
And
write
then
the
you
vision
can go
like,
back and read it.
Yes, and
Yeah.
you go back and read it. And you
At the
check
end of the
in.
year.
You check in with yourself. You check off some list. You check in with yourself. And you just kind of, because what we do the check-in, we every 3 months, every whatever. But 6 months in, you're like, all right, I got 6 months, down to the wire. When you're down to the wire, we're like, oh, we got 30
Well, that's
days.
what I want to ask the question. Do other people do that? Like, does everyone do that? I know everybody is so against doing New Year's resolutions now, right?
Well, yeah.
But everybody's like, I'm not making resolutions. I'm just living this, that, or the other. But I guess my question is, what is everybody, like, I know our timeline and our friendship.
Absolutely.
But what is everybody else's timeline, like, with checks and balances for yourself, right?
I think this is the thing. I know people don't want to make resolutions and they feel like they're living, but I sometimes feel like when you have no goals and you have nothing that
No
you want to
blueprint. You don't have a blueprint.
No blueprint.
Right.
Like, really, like, you're just out here and it's
just
great to
living.
live.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, right?
Yeah.
I don't want you to be in the constraints of, oh my God, what society or whomever defines what your life should be.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I think that when you don't have a vision for what your life should be in your own, in your own way, I think you really are just living. And are you really just living?
You just like, it's like in the wind. You're kind of in the wind. You're just kind of flapping in the wind.
I know that if I do not make, and I've tried it. If I do not make certain goals or whatever, because we talked about this last year sometime. Remember when I said to you, I said, Chanel, because that's not what I call you, but I said Chanel. I said, I know that I said, I just feel like I don't have any, like, I've accomplished all the things I set out to do.
Yes.
Do you remember that? I accomplished all the things I set out to do. And I'm like,
now
what's next?
Now what?
I done checked
wait.
it off.
Wait. Can
Yeah.
I just let people into our conversation?
Yes.
Can I go deeper with
Of
that?
course.
Can I go deeper with that?
Of course.
So she comes to me and she says, I've accomplished everything I set out to do in life. And I don't know what's next and I don't know where to go from here. Right. And I said, okay, well, this is a time period where you create new goals for yourself. You create a new plan for yourself. And I'm like, okay, well, like, what were your original goals based off of? And she said,
that was a great comment.
She said, well, my original goals were basically based off of everything that everybody told me I couldn't do.
Right.
And I was like,
ooh. No, let that marinate. Because that literally, no, that's a word.
Yeah. And so I was like, okay. So all of your goals meant that you were living a reactionary life all of this time.
Based on.
All of this time.
Yes.
All of your goals are based on reactions.
Yes.
To negative energy from other people that have been in your life.
And I
at whatever
thrived in
time.
that, though. But let's just be real. I thrived in that. Hear me.
Yeah.
So here we are. And anybody, and like I said, I'm going to say it 50 million times on the show. Very transparent. Just let me let you know my life. Adopted kid, 2 parents that delved into drugs. We were taken away at a young age. So I had a lot stacked against me at such a young age, right? So we do that. And then you got the world and everybody else and family. Let's just be real, family, friends, whomever, looking at me crazy. Like, what's her life going to turn out to be? I got a lot stacked against me. So I used all of that as ammunition, and I'm gonna go get it because everybody's looking at me like, she ain't gonna accomplish nothing. She not, and that's what I used as my drive. I took that as a ball. I just, and I accomplished everything that I set out to do. And don't get me wrong, and I had some hiccups.
I mean, don't we all?
I had some hiccups. I had some like, oh, is she really going to do? And questioning myself, like, am I really going to be, what I set out to do or whatever?
Yeah.
But then after all that, right? Because let's just be real. Half them people ain't here no more.
I mean,
half the people ain't here. I surpassed them 3 times over. Okay. So now that I've accomplished these things, I'm a married woman. I took great care of my kids. I have a bonus set of kids, love them. I have the car that I wanted of my dreams. I have the education that I wanted. I'm not done. But after that, right? Then what?
And so that's when I said to her, well, basically all of your goals right now have just been reactionary based off of what they said they couldn't do. When do you start living for you? Yes. When do you create the goals and things that you want, not as an afterthought to somebody's negative energy towards you, but when do you begin to create the goals that you want for your life?
Absolutely.
Where does that come in?
Where am I at?
What do you want?
Right.
What does B want for herself?
Yeah.
What does B want to see herself do?
Yes.
And so that
because we've asked for 80 million years, what would we do if we had all the money in the world? What exactly would we do? What's your answer?
I would be an actress.
Really?
I would be an actress.
That's not. What else?
No, I want to be an actress.
I know, but you got so many other gifts. Like
I do, but I mean,
that's all you would do. I don't think that's all because that's not even you.
Of course,
you want to be an actress. You would never do one thing.
I can never do one thing because that's death to me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's death. Doing one thing in life is death to me.
Yeah.
That's just not who I am as a person. I have to multitask.
Yeah.
And we were having that conversation because I told you I meet with my mentor all the time, who is
gotta
also,
have one.
Yeah, you gotta have a mentor. And I meet with my mentor all the time, and she's also like me. And we use this whole astrological Gemini thing. And so I said to her one time as we were coming out of the pandemic, she was like, "Okay, so what are you doing?" And I was like, "Well, I'm doing whatever it was at the time. I'm doing this." And she was like, "Oh, okay, and what else?" Everybody's not going to ask you what else because most people are just going to focus on that one thing.
Right.
And she was like, "Okay, and what else?" And I was like, "I don't know." And she was like, "Oh, no. She was like, we don't live like that.
Yeah,
I can never live just doing one thing at a time. Oh my God, that is death.
Yeah.
That is death to me. Anyway,
so I don't think.
But so I would be an actress.
Real?
No. I would be an actress, and I would do other stuff. I would open all kinds of businesses. I would have all kinds of charities.
Yeah.
I would have all kinds of mentoring groups. Yeah. I would do 50 million different things. But if money wasn't involved, I think the first thing and someone said, "All right, you can do this. Go." I'd be like, "Ooh, I want to act."
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So and shout out to my wife who just gets really agitated with me. Thank you for your patience. but I would write my books. I would write all types of books.
Of that,
I would write all types of books. I would actually be I would just be public speaking. Like that would
public
be
speaking and a writer?
And a writer. I would
do all of that now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't just go somewhere and be an actress right now, but
I can do all that now.
But you could do public speak. I mean, especially with this platform.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you to BKS1 Radio, Norm.
Always gives us a great platform.
You could do public speaking tomorrow
if
you wanted.
Today.
If you wanted to.
And I have.
And you have. So, I mean.
In my poetry, I would totally
Yeah, and we used to have poetry events and the whole nine.
We will again. Don't worry.
I mean, whatever. But
it is important, I think, what we're trying to convey in this whole conversation, and we're having a transparent conversation, something that we would actually have with one another, right? Because you have to do checks and balances on yourself, but also checks and balances on your friends too.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? So the thing is that we have hard conversations all the time.
Oh, of course.
Challenging conversations all the time.
Of course.
And we are really, really bent on pushing each other to the next level.
Well, can we talk about that too?
Yeah. Because it's not easy.
Can we talk about that too? No.
It's not easy.
Because I want to go into the fact that. Should I? I'm gonna take. Should I take a sip first?
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. No,
I'll take one.
You take one for me.
All right.
Are people really friends? Yes, I heard the gulp. I heard it. Are people really friends if they can't have tough conversations with each other?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm just, I'm just.
What I learned. Can I just tell you this?
Go ahead.
Literally being the age I am.
Okay.
You hate when I say my age because
no, just say a big age. Just say a big one. You're at a big age now.
I think at the age that we are now.
Yeah.
44.
Just big age.
I think that we should know everything about each other. Like it should be a point where, and when I say know everything about each other, I mean that we should be able to say what we know, what pushes you to the next level, what drives you, what's eating Gilbert Grape, if you've ever watched that movie.
I know this isn't you.
That part.
I know this isn't you. Or I know this is you. Or I know you would be happy with this. I know you're
because
unhappy with that.
anything less than that,
it's not a friendship.
Anything less than that is not a friendship.
That's not a friendship.
And see, we keep saying friendship. We don't even, that's not even our definition of who we are and what we are to each other.
No, not at all.
It is
Not at all.
No, it's sisterhood.
I tell everybody that. I'm like,
it is not even
that's
just,
my sister.
That's not because friendship is, okay, hey girl. You know what I mean? No. But sisterhood is I'm building you. Right. Sisterhood is I'm building you. And sometimes what does it take to build something great? It takes some hard times. It takes some challenging conversations. It takes some like, look, girl, I'm pulling your coattail. Like, no.
Yeah.
That's you.
Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
So honestly, no. If you cannot be transparent, if you cannot be hard sometimes. I remember watching this, I swear, on social media, and this girl was in the car and she said, like, she came and got her friend, whatever her friend
I saw
did.
that.
You remember that?
Yes, I
oh
did
my gosh,
see that.
she came and she was like, I just need the girl is crying, but she's like, you gotta do better. And she's I'm telling you this because I love you. And that to me is, guess what? Love comes with correction.
Yes, it does. Yes.
Right?
Shamalam.
Love comes with correction, Chanel.
Shamalam.
And it don't always feel good.
It don't always feel good. But the thing is, you have to get out of your own head and trust that this person is genuine.
That's the part.
If you never thought the person was ever genuine, then you're not going to trust what it is that they're saying to you. So if you, oh God. And then, okay, so we get to these big ages and what some people deem as friendship really isn't. Okay? What some people deem as friendship really isn't friendship. It's a lot of times people are in your life for whatever reason it is, for whatever space.
No, you said reason. There's another rhyming word. Season.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And sometimes we allow them to overstay.
Yeah.
Right? Because we justify.
Right.
We justify whatever.
Right.
And I'm literally, no exaggeration, 2024, and I think I said this to you in 2023. I need connections that mean something.
I will not have any. I will not. If I do not have a meaningful connection in my life right now, then you won't be in my life.
I don't want it.
I don't want it. I will not have it.
You won't. You just won't put it there.
No, I will not have it. I will not have it. Everybody who is in my life right now, there is
a
space for them. There is a purpose for them. There is either I am learning from them, or they are learning from me, or we
and that's
are
the
growing
part. Wait,
together.
but that's
or,
important because you need to pour in, but somebody needs to pour
into me
and
too.
you know who I am. Everybody can't pour into me.
No,
y'all know that.
No.
Like, and I'm gonna say y'all. I mean, anybody that knows me know there's not a lot of people that can actually pray for me.
Right.
You know that.
Yeah.
There is not a lot of people that can actually pour into me.
Right.
There's not a lot of people, and I'm not saying this in such a high and mighty way or a way, but everybody isn't not able to pierce my heart like that.
Right.
It just doesn't happen.
Right.
Because one, I'm not very vulnerable in front of a lot of people.
Right.
You know that.
Right.
So when I am vulnerable in front of you, that means something. That means that you're able to pour into me and do whatever, correct me, do whatever you want to do, right? But you're absolutely right. I think that everything has a space and meaning, and if it's not, if it doesn't mean something,
then I'm not doing it.
I think I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it.
Get somebody else to do it.
I mean, whatever, or do whatever you want to do, but it's just not for me.
But reeling that in, what are some of the goals that you do want to accomplish in 2024? Name 3.
3 goals for 2024.
Yes.
So I gotta hurry up and get this promotion.
You will
at
get
work.
That's
I gotta
that's
hurry
a
up.
given.
I gotta hurry up and get this promotion at work. I gotta sweep around my own front door. You remember that song? Sweep
Before you try to sweep around mine, that was the Williams brothers.
Yeah.
Yes,
So I gotta
remember.
sweep around my own front door. So I gotta fix up things at my house. I gotta fix up my home. I gotta fix up my space because honestly,
It's your piece.
That's your piece. That's your piece. If you can't get your space to be what you need it to be, then it's hard to kind of operate in that. At least it is for me. I know some people can operate in chaos and whatever.
No, it's
but for
not
me,
good.
Yeah, I have to have
agree.
that. So I'm doing that.
Okay.
So I'm trying to fix up my house and do some things with that. I'm trying to make sure I get this promotion because that's the money behind fixing up this house and doing all of that.
Right.
And with my children and my family, getting my direct family
I just
together.
want to read the chat while you're talking.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
please do that. Getting my family together. I have I didn't even say this live. I wonder, she allowed me to say this live? So I'm going to be like a whole like grandma figure coming up soon.
Figure?
Okay. B is doing that now.
I'm doing
so,
it. Yeah.
I'm going to be a grandma figure this summer. My stepdaughter is having a baby, and so we're preparing for that right now. So that's huge to me. I know you already have Miss Zuri. You know what I mean? Miss Beautiful Zuri, who looks exactly like her grandmother.
Everybody says that.
She is your twin.
Yes.
But this space is new for me, and I kind of want to have some things in order before doing that. The joke around the office is I'm like, I don't want to be the fat single grandma this summer.
What?
I don't want to be fat and single.
Why would you be that?
Because I don't want to be a fat single grandma. You know what I'm saying? So that's the running joke right now, right? Is that I don't want to be that. So I got to tighten up health-wise, right? So I'm working on that. Everybody knows my son is a personal trainer. Shout out to him.
So you'll be
But shout out to both of them, actually. Both of them are certified personal trainers. So shout out to Edward. Shout out to Ethan.
Ethan be doing it.
And Ethan be, listen, my boys be on it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So Ethan be on it, boy. So anyway, I gotta make sure I'm in shape before I get to grandmahood,
God,
right?
I gotta read this one because I gotta read this one.
I gotta make sure I'm in shape before going to grandmahood, and I'm ready to get married this year. Can we talk about that? I know I ain't met nobody yet, y'all. So look, I ain't met nobody yet, y'all, but I'm getting married this year in 2024.
I don't know what's going on this year. You all right?
Yeah, I'm getting married this year. It's time. It's time.
I'm gonna read what's in the chat, and then we'll go back to revisiting that. So anyway, she says, talk about it, Miss Hall. People excuse folks' foolishness because they go way back since sandboxes. Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Oh. Hey, Faye.
I don't think she understands.
Hey,
I don't think Faye understands.
Hey, Faye.
I don't think she understands. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely
Those
right.
relationships do not have to be carried over.
You're absolutely right.
If they're not
You're absolutely right.
fueling you anymore.
Yeah.
That's the only one you wanted to read?
That one was. That was. Look, our DJ, our beautiful DJ is on.
Who? KT or
No,
Sassy?
Sassy.
Sassy
Sassy is on. Hey, girl.
Oh, we wasn't talking about you, Norm. Sassy.
Jason,
Norm,
shout out to Jason.
Wait. Sassy, Norm said he ready for that basketball game now.
It's 2024. She got to be done with school.
I mean,
May.
she got to be done
May.
with school.
She's about to be done with school.
Yeah, because you got like 32 degrees at this point,
At
Sassy.
this point, like, come on.
So listen, we ready for this.
We got to do summer or are
we
we
ready for this basketball game.
Yeah.
Norm, you ready?
Sassy, you have to see him in here. Sassy, yes. You was ready. You know what?
We've been talking about
I'm
a
tired of
celebrity
you.
basketball game, y'all, for the last
We're gonna do it.
5 years
gonna do it.
between a team led by Sassy, who was in the WNBA, and led by Norm, who think he got a jump shot over Sassy. But I mean, you know, whatever. We're gonna do
Said,
it.
I'm 60 in, but I'm ready. Fee said, "Go ahead, Toy. I'm standing in agreement with you about you getting married this year."
Thank you. Didn't she just get married? Congratulations,
She did.
girl.
Congratulations, girl.
Yes.
We haven't seen you and God knows when, but
congratulations,
we want to say
girl.
congratulations.
See, yeah, that's
to
all
you.
gonna rub off on me. That's why I'm getting married this year.
Anyway,
Sassy said, "Oh, we miss you too. We all got to get together.
No, I wish.
We all
I
got to
miss-
get together."
I
Sassy
do.
said, "Hey, Norm."
Miss Sassy be busy.
I know, right?
Busy. Just busy.
Her own world. Over there, just busy.
So we're talking about sisterhood, but I just want to talk about really quickly your take and if you've heard it.
Okay.
Megan and Nicki Minaj. Their beef.
I don't even know what
Chime
that's
in,
about.
guys. Tell me. Chime in.
I don't even know what that's about.
I don't
to
know
be
what it's
honest with
about,
you.
but
I don't know
the
what it's about.
songs
I don't
and
know what it's about.
Whatever.
I don't know how it started.
Do you like Nicki?
Nicki? No.
Okay. Megan?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your dislike for Nicki?
She comes across as a mean girl.
She does.
Yeah. She comes across as a mean girl to me, and I don't like that.
That's my take too.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know her,
think-
and you know what I mean. But she comes across as a mean girl. To me.
I don't know exactly why they're fighting. I don't know the origin.
And that was
behind
pre
the
this
fight.
Meg
right,
stuff,
right,
right?
So
Yeah.
right. So it's
Yeah.
pre the Meg stuff. I never got into Nicki.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna be honest with
Me
you.
either.
I have always thought she was just fake. Nicki, like rap battle Nicki, back in the day Nicki, like if you see YouTube, whatever, like I would love. You know, back in the day Nicki reminds me of like Rodiga, reminds me of like all of just the battle.
That's somebody else
rappers
that
and-
got married this year.
Yeah.
See?
Oh,
all we
look
need to
at
do
that.
is mention one more,
You
and it's
right,
going to
and it's
happen for me.
happening. You
See?
right.
Y'all hear this? Well, go ahead.
So I don't know exactly why they're fighting.
Mm-hmm.
But it's two queens fighting, two queens that are, you know, Nicki dominated the rap game for a really, really long time.
Mm-hmm.
Megan came in, yada, yada, yada. She made this, Megan made an album. It's, you know, was hitting. Nicki made everybody wait for this album that was actually corny. But my issue is that I always thought Nicki was just fake. She was just like the barb thing I could never get into. But my issue is, I think, what do you think about this? She took it too far when she talked about Megan's
dead mother,
dead mom, right? And
deceased mother,
deceased mom, and and I say dead mom because that's her verbiage. But deceased, you talk about the deceased mom, and then had people about to go to like Megan's grave,
Megan's
mother's grave.
Yeah.
And I thought that was just the most disrespectful thing that you could possibly, like, beef. Yeah, we going beef. Put it on paper, put it on a beat, put it on whatever. But when we start doing that type of stuff, I think, like you said, definitely a mean girl, because you have actually fought with every female rapper that was hitting. So confused. So is that like, will there ever be some sisterhood with her?
She's I don't
spiraling.
know. I've never.
What y'all think?
I've never been Nicki Minaj fan.
Sassy said, is it the eyelashes, the booty, or is it a dude?
And definitely ain't a dude.
It ain't a dude because Meg clearly does not want her dude.
Yeah, it definitely ain't a dude. I don't know. Maybe booty stuff.
Right,
I don't know.
She said stay away from personal stuff that causes beefs and fight. Absolutely. It really does.
I don't know. I don't know the basis behind.
I don't even know the origin of their fight. But all I'm
Yeah.
saying is I think it is in 2024. Like we got so much. We need to put so
Other
much energy
stuff to be
in other
focused
stuff.
on.
And you guys are at the prime of your careers. Nikki, you've made a lot of money, a lot of things.
Like, and she's at a big age too. Like, we too old for this.
We too old for this. We too old.
We too old.
Megan, hands down. And you know what? You know what I respect? Let me tell you something. Even if you don't like her, you know what I respect from her? Her silence. Her whole silence with the whole thing. And it seemed like the more silent she was, the more mad Nikki got. And the more she exposed herself. So I'm like her silence.
Didn't she have a diss song where she was like whispering or something for like 2 minutes?
Yes.
Everybody was saying.
But this the funny thing.
She was like, I don't see you or something like that.
But this is the funny thing. I can't with you. This is the funny thing. The funny thing is just rap. Just make money. Just win. That's it. All that extra whatever, like I said, I respect Megan because Megan was, while Nikki was doing all this all night with her viewers and stuff, Megan was taking pictures somewhere. She was doing all types of stuff. She ain't tweet nothing. She ain't, she did none of that. So I respect that. I respect Megan. I had to bring up that because that, again, we were talking about sisterhood. And I just think that there's too many beefs in the rap industry, in the
if it's entertainment for entertainment purposes and you're using it to promote something or you're using it
because normally that's what it is,
and you're using it to make somebody's name bigger, like I get that, I completely understand that, but that whole going to somebody's dead mother's grave, that's
reaching.
You done took that a step too far,
reached.
and that's a bit much.
That's
a bit much. That's a bit much.
I do want to say anyway. I know it's February. It's Black History Month, so shout out to Black History Month.
Do you know how many times I've said not in Black History Month in these last 6 days?
Girl, me too.
In these last 6 days.
I said it today. I need to say this. Dexter, who is Martin Luther King's son, passed away.
Yes.
Oh
Rest in
God,
peace.
is he not the spitting image of this man?
Right.
I just rest in peace and shout out to his siblings. I know that they had another. What was it? Yolanda. She passed away sometime, so that's 2 of them. But I just want to, the legacy still exists.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because he passed away kind of like in, not too far from the month and the day in which we celebrate. In which we celebrate him. So I just wanted to say that, shout out to the King family, and just praying for them. Because it's a huge loss to our community, to their brother and sisterhood, and that's it. That's what I wanted to say.
Black
History Month, absolutely.
Yeah.
Have you done anything for Black History Month?
I have told all folks that are not black that we not doing this in Black History Month. So I've done that for the last 6 days. 6 days.
That's how I felt today.
I have said that a lot. As a matter of fact, like we not doing this in Black History Month. I mean, it shouldn't be in any month, but it definitely won't be in this one that I accept this kind of behavior. So that's all I've done thus far. No, it's not. We went to the HBCU game on Saturday.
My team's won.
Hampton won.
So Grambling won. I was good.
We went to the HBCU game on Saturday, and then we celebrated accordingly in a very black restaurant.
Yeah. Shout out to 10 June.
10 June. Yeah.
10 June.
So that we did do stuff for Black
We
History
did. We had a good time.
We had a great
good
time.
Good food, good time.
Yeah.
So shout out to them.
Yeah. Shout out to the 10 June folks. Shout out to Michael B. Jordan and the HBCU Legacy
we had a great
Classic.
Time.
We had a great time there as well.
We
so
also
we
saw,
did stuff.
We took a picture with him.
Brandon. Yeah, so shout out to Brandon Washington, sports reporter.
Yeah.
He was there.
We saw a lot of celebrities, don't get us wrong.
There was a lot of people
there.
There
was a lot of people there.
Everybody ain't important.
I can't. Especially when we think we're celebrities.
Like everybody,
So,
everybody ain't important, but we
everybody,
were.
yes.
We were there.
But
You
we
know
had a
what I'm
really
saying?
we had a really good time. The game was like,
Oh, that was so good.
oh God, it was
like
a good
down
game.
to the
Down
last
to the
3
yes.
seconds. The
It
last
was
3 seconds. Yeah.
It was a good game. It was an
Yeah,
excellent game, and it was good to get out because I'm not out often. Right?
No, you're not.
So it's good, but we're about to turn up this weekend. So
Yeah. We got some more parties going on this weekend.
Yeah, we got a lot going on this weekend, so which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But
you said for Black History Month, yes, we did that.
So we did that. Mm-hmm. Which what else? Tell me any other hot topics you want to talk about that you could think of.
What? So there's a lot going on as far as I want to get into a deeper conversation. Right?
Okay, go ahead.
So I want to
there.
get into
Take us there.
I want to get into a deeper conversation about your thoughts on DEI, right? And I know DEI is everywhere. I know diversity, equity, and inclusion is everywhere, and everybody is talking about it, and everybody is, talking about making sure that we are uberly aware.
This is such a catch-22. It really is. Go ahead.
That we are uberly aware of your differences with one another. I just so happen to work for an organization where it is known, and there's nothing that is swept under the rug.
That's true.
We have DEI courses monthly.
I like that, though.
And follow-ups and meetings and live events and tutorials, and there is no way, shape, or form that there should be any sort of discrimination happening whatsoever within that organization.
Okay.
Because you know.
What do we know?
You cannot say that you don't know and acknowledge a difference and acknowledge how to address a difference. Hey, girl, you know I was going to talk about it. Address a difference or figure out how to do a different, whatever it is, right?
Okay.
So I just want to talk about it with me and you, right? Mm-hmm. Because I'm just going to be really, really transparent. Mm-hmm. I am, a Black single woman. I identify as she, her, hers, whatever the pronouns are. I don't even know what the pronouns are. Am I a she? I think I'm a she, right? So I'm a she, her, hers, right? And I identify as straight, non-binary. I don't even know what the other ones are, but the whole point is that's it, right? Mm-hmm. And so you identify as
a Black gay woman. I'm
Okay.
still she, right?
She, her,
So
hers.
I have a lot of layers to me. I'm a Black,
I know that,
gay Muslim woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
What?
Right.
She, her,
She, her, hers.
Yeah. And I'm comfortable with that.
Okay.
I am comfortable
You're
with that.
comfortable with that.
Yeah.
And I wanted to know your thoughts on, from your perspective, I wanted to know your thoughts on the uber awareness of it all nowadays. As far as the sexuality
that is loaded.
concerned.
That's loaded.
I know.
So the reason why I say it's loaded is because we came from a generation that, and this is no exact, I'm a goofball, so I have to make y'all laugh. We came from a generation that if auntie was gay, we didn't know. Mm-hmm. We didn't question it. We didn't know. We don't understand why auntie wore men's shoes. we didn't anybody, my mother's friends, anybody, they wore men's shoes, they did whatever. We didn't know that they were gay. Right?
Or we did, and we just didn't question. Or
I don't know if I even paid attention. I don't even care. Auntie, why do they together for 20 years since I was a kid?
Right,
I don't even know.
Right.
I didn't even think about them being gay.
Right.
It just was what it was, whatever. Right. And remember, and I always tell everybody, I did not embrace my sexuality as early as I wanted to because I was in church, because I used to preach, because of just, it wasn't really acceptable in my family. But look at us. A lot of us are gay. I think I think that is the most funniest thing.
It's like, oh, wait, you gay too?
When I get with my cousins, I think I crack up because it's like, how's your boyfriend? You know what I mean? Did you know that we was going to be this?
That's
anyway. Really, because some of the people that was at my wedding, I just didn't think that they would attend because, But I shout out to my cousin, Shahar and Missy and all of them who just have always embraced who I am, what I was, literally pushed me. Shahar pushed me to be my absolute self.
Yeah.
And when I tried not to be myself, she reminded me of, this is not what you want. You know that. Yeah. And I love that conversation that she had with me. But anyway, I had to shout her out for that. We went from a world of not knowing to now everybody knows. And if you do not respect the rainbow,
go ahead, sis.
There's a problem. I'm going to be honest with you. I love my wife. I love my kids. I am a gay woman. That does not come before my job.
Okay.
Meaning, I don't always put that in my job. I don't always tell everybody that I'm gay. Okay. Right? Because to me, business is business. Now, if we happen to be talking about families and things like that, then fine. But as far as that doesn't precede me, my job, what I'm doing, walking in the door, my sexuality, it just does not. Sometimes it just doesn't belong.
Right.
That's how I feel. That's my opinion.
Right.
It just does not belong because when I'm working with you, I'd like you to view me as a person. I'd like you to look at my work ethic. I'd like you to look at what I bring to the table. People have a skewed view of you when they learn that particular thing. Is it a good thing? Absolutely not. It's not always a good thing. Because some people, soon as you tell them you're gay, they're like, for whatever reasons they have in their head. I've gotten it all. Oh, you don't seem gay.
What does that?
I don't. You
almost choked.
You don't look gay.
What does that mean?
You don't look gay. Oh, that's a waste. You mean to tell me? I get all of that. You're a beaut. Wait, this part. This is the one, and I think I shared this with you. This the one. You too beautiful to be gay. What?
Because gayness is only for ugly people.
Because gayness equates to
not being attractive,
or it equates to me having to be with a man because my beauty is made for a man. Let that sit.
Now, obviously, I can't relate to that standpoint, but what's similar that I can relate to is you're pretty for a dark-skinned girl.
That's even
because beauty is not for dark-skinned people.
I don't like that.
So it's for a dark-skinned girl, meaning, oh wow, you're not supposed to be because.
But remember,
you're dark skin.
Remember how ignorant I was, and I have to put this on the table because you've been my best friend for a very long time, and you remember how ignorant I was to the color thing, and not to the color thing in I am not I don't like dark skin or this, that, and the other. You got to remember, I had my own set of people judging me. So I lived in my head. And my head was, why do you hate me so much? I didn't pick my color. I didn't pick being light skinned. But I had to look at the other side of where, remember, you're the one, we did a whole show. And I think that opened my eyes more than anything. I did not know that dark skinned people I did not know.
That colorism was a thing.
Colorism was a thing.
It was a thing.
No, hold up. I knew that colorism was a thing because that thing is in my family, right? But I didn't know that colorism was based upon, oh, you can't be smart, you're dark. You can't be beautiful, you're dark. Just everything, right? You're dark. And then the negative comments that someone makes that they deem positive But when you pull it apart, you're like, oh, did you just say?
Just a backhanded comment.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
that
was going on.
That was a thing.
Yeah, that was going on.
And guess what? Because in my family, I thought what color are the ears? I thought that was a normal thing. I didn't know it was.
It's a black
I gotta
people
go
thing.
to the chat. I didn't know it was a black. I didn't know.
That was a black people thing.
I didn't know. I thought that is what we do. That's what is said. That's what
they're trying to see what
everybody
color the baby
like.
gonna be.
I don't know. I didn't know.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand from
what's
that
your
perspective.
take? Well, the inclusion thing. So
what's your thought on?
I just think that we should.
What's your thoughts on making sure that you are everyone is drastically aware.
But what's drastically? Give me an example. What's drastically? Because I do want you to respect me. Understand something. Even though I don't put it when you do find out, I want you to respect me.
Of course.
Still.
Of course.
And as much as I can't control you losing anything from me because I am with a female, I'm sorry that you feel like whatever you feel. Yeah. It's not you.
Yeah.
It's not you.
Yeah.
So I expect you to respect that. Now, I do respect you to respect me if I tell you that my pronouns are she, him, them. I do expect you. It's a little catch-22 for me because I don't understand the them thing. I'm gonna be honest. I can't because I can't teach my kids that. I can't teach my kids in a sentence the them.
It's phonetically incorrect.
I can't. What are we doing?
Grammatically incorrect.
Grammatically incorrect, and I know people could pick that apart, but I just want to know. Like, I can't teach them that part of talking. I will address you however you choose for me to address you.
Yeah.
And I respect you in that. Even though that took me a long time to get to. I mean, no, not in a way, but like what the eye sees, right?
That's what you say.
That's what you say.
But you have to change that now. It's to a point now that when I say emails, I send emails. I can't say, "Hey, lady," "Hey, girl," "Hi, ladies," "How are you?" "Hey, gentlemen," "Hey, guys," "Hey."
The guys thing is what I even say this to my kids.
I can't say that.
When I call them in the house, I'm like, guys, and everybody comes. I can't say that.
I say folks. On the job,
that's what you say?
I say on a job. I say team. All of my emails start off with "Hi, team."
Actually, that's a good.
And especially when I'm dealing with people outside of the organization because I don't know. Just by a name, I don't know. So I have to say, "Hi, team, checking in on the blah, 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 blah." Even if it says Gina and Lisa.
Let me ask you a question.
I still have to say, "Hi, team."
Okay.
Because I don't know.
But let me ask you a question.
What?
Okay. I'm going to give you a scenario.
Okay.
That happened to me. This is a real thing. Your husband must be... did you tell your husband? I remember 50 million people apologizing to me, like, because sometimes I let them go on and sometimes I'm just like, yeah, I just can't. You can't just keep saying this. You just can't. And I remember even a doctor saying to me, you know what? Forgive me, because in 2024, I would actually say to you, I need to be more mindful. And I didn't take offense to it. I just said, actually, I'm married to a woman. And that was the end of the conversation. I didn't say it in a nasty way. I wasn't offended or whatever you want to call it. But what do you think about that?
I just think that in 2024, we need to just ask more questions instead of assuming. But I think we need to give everyone a bit of grace because when they don't.
Absolutely.
Because,
and I do that.
Everyone is learning, right? And so you definitely have generations that are coming up now that this is all a part of.
Absolutely.
This is all they know, right? But for our generation, this is not all that we know. We know a completely different world, right?
Right.
And so because we know a completely different world, there is a learning curve, and it's not just a one session oh, well, this is this and that is that. That's not how it goes. This is, you are trying to reprogram something that we've been doing all of our lives.
Okay.
And it's like, you can't, that's definitely not going to happen overnight, especially like you're saying, things that are a part of the English language. Things that we've been taught. A girl is a girl and a boy is a boy. That's what we've been taught all of our lives. And we got to this big age knowing that a girl is a girl and a girl is a boy. And now we get to this big age and now we're saying, no, gender is fluid. You know what I mean? And you have to respect that this is the way of the world now.
I gotta read this. I gotta read. Actually, I'm on YouTube now. Danny Marie says, Uber awareness is extremely important today. Otherwise, you would be canceled. It makes it very challenging to navigate spaces. I think Black people can learn to demand more like the LGBTQ plus community. I agree
said
with that? Danny Marie? I don't know.
Yes, Black people do know. Oh, that is such a good point. Hold up.
There's so much more.
Okay.
An example on Drastic Aware, a man or someone who presents as a man with a full beard on, but wants to be referenced as a woman. And sometimes you slip up because you're looking at the physical. And that's exactly what I was saying. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I was saying. Mm-hmm. I was saying that the eye sees, and we're not innately going to know.
No.
We're not.
No.
There's a lot of times when my wife's back is turned because she chooses to wear comfortable clothes that happen to be of a different gender than the gender that she is. How was that? That was good, wasn't it? So, there are times when she's mistaken, and I've had friends also that is mistaken for, and she doesn't get offended.
Right.
So my thing is, what do we do with the people that get uberly offended? How do we deal with that? Because there's no grace given to us. And I like what Danny Marie said. You will be, you almost scared to breathe because you'll be canceled.
Is she still commenting? Is this,
she is.
Is this still, let me see the thing. I just want to see if this is my Danny or if this is a different Danny or if this is what Danny this is. I can't see.
I don't have my glasses
Danny's
on.
Face. I can't see. All of a sudden I'm old and I can't see anything. Mm-hmm. No, I don't think so though.
But she made good comments.
Yeah, a lot of good comments. Thank you.
She said our schools are really at the brunt of it the most. Woo, DEI is a very hot topic. Florida is crazy for how much they've been attacking DEI in school and policy. Tell me about that. Because I always think of it in the work realm, right? Mm-hmm. But in the school realm, are we talking about like gender bathrooms and things like that?
I don't know what they're doing in school.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like her to comment.
I know that even at my job, we're going to have a all gender bathroom conversion coming up soon. But I don't know what's happening in schools. I mean, I don't have school age kids. You know what I mean? So
right.
I have no.
But I'm wondering. I'm just wondering what are they doing in schools that are. I think what's happening too is, I think schools are allowing whomever to be called her, she, whatever. Mm-hmm. But you gotta remember, there are some. First of all, there's some that are still stuck in segregated schools, right?
Okay.
Back in the day, like Mississippi and all of them, they have not all segregate. Alabama, there's some schools that still segregate. So you can't expect them. No, because Bible-toting Christians. I'm going to say that.
Okay.
I'm going to say Bible-toting Christian because that is basically what those type of states are based on.
Okay.
And they are not viewing the world like we view it.
No.
They're not, and they don't care about you being inclusive. You are either a female or male, you believe in God or you don't. It's cut and dry. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like, they don't care about inclusive.
Mm-mm. No.
They don't care anything about inclusive.
DEI is being outlawed, actually. And it's crazy because people that don't even know what DEI stands for are now.
I always wanted to take a course on it though, like get a certificate.
You
should
come to my job.
No, we have
courses every month.
I understand courses, but like I would like to get like a certificate. I think that's a good thing.
Oh, go to our ladies that come here from Yoshida Academy.
I would like that. Yeah, I would like to do that. Actually.
Shout out to them. But they there are so many individuals around the nation that don't even know what DEI stands for, but now DEI is being blamed for plane crashes.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So there was a scenario that was online the other day where there was a black pilot, right? And they were saying, oh, the black pilot is only here because of DEI. So not because this pilot has the skill to actually fly the plane. So we need to remove DEI from the school system and from the workplace because DEI is actually more of a hindrance to us than So again,
affirmative action is that okay? Let me ask you a question. Affirmative action?
It's not DEI is not affirmative action.
What's the difference?
Diversity.
No, I get it. I know what you're saying, but someone would say it's similar or the same thing. Affirmative action did what?
What affirmative action did was made sure you had a count of people, a representation of folks within your company.
Okay.
And then companies started to get funds for that.
And the basis of what happens is we were included, right?
Not really.
In the count.
It's just a count. Oh,
we were included in the count.
In the count, yes.
We made up, but it was diversity. Chanel.
It created diversity.
Right?
Yeah.
Now
what's DEI?
What's the difference?
So the difference is diversity, equity, and inclusion is making sure that while you're a part of the count for affirmative action, that you are not mistreated through micro or macro aggression.
Equity,
while there.
The word equity.
So it's
you're
making
still not
sure
paying us what we're worth because black women
all of that.
Let's just be real. So if you wanted DEI and you want to talk about equity and inclusion and all of that other stuff, we're still not paid women.
So the diversity part, it takes care of the affirmative action part, right?
But
it does not take care of the equity and the inclusion part. Because just because they had affirmative action all these years does not mean that there was equity and inclusion.
We don't got equal pay?
No.
Yet.
And inclusion, being included in the good old boy network, right?
So should this be called DI?
DI?
Because the E don't exist. Let's just be real. The E doesn't exist.
Right.
It doesn't exist.
I'm all for it. I'm
not saying I'm not.
And I'm all for
what y'all think.
I'm all for respecting every single individual, no matter what, because everyone is a human being, right? I just wanted your thoughts on the uber awareness of it all, because there are now people that are like, enough is enough. Okay, we get it. Everybody's different. We got to respect everybody. Okay, let's leave it there. And that's like you said. Let's leave it there, because sometimes you don't want to go into your sexuality.
How many times have I just and this is, I've worked with you on so many settings, right? Movies, like web series, movies, just things. We've worked on so many projects and so many things together, and it just did not. I am flattered. This is my whole speech. I am flattered. Thank you. You like me? Oh, thank you. I'm flattered, but I don't let it precede what I do.
Yeah. What does that mean? What does that mean?
It's 8:02.
Yeah, what does that mean? Tiffany, you gonna be all right? Okay, go ahead. I said Tiffany gonna be all right.
She got guests too.
Oh,
All
okay, all right.
So listen, my point
They
is
gonna be clapping.
I hate you. My point is
Love you, Tiffany.
I just want to see diversity. I think the E needs to be, and I think the E needs to be addressed because
The equity part.
the equity part is not addressed yet. And in order for us to be inclusive, I need more pay. I need equal pay. I'll just say that. What do you think about Jay-Z's comment really quickly? Really? Because you know I love the hot topics. And what do you think about Jay-Z's comment?
The problem with me is that I see things from a lot of different sides.
Okay.
I like to look at all sides of things. I do hear exactly what he's saying and talking about his wife.
Do you think that it was
his wife?
It should have been when, because it was almost like a Kanye West.
Oh, there was a Kanye. It was a Kanye.
It was a Kanye West moment.
And don't get me wrong, I love Kanye. Kanye feels like
that's my boo.
A little brother to me, who's just slightly off.
It's like my son.
You know what I mean?
So,
so
he is his spirit
I
animal.
love Kanye, and I'll be like, he ain't do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though he did.
mean it.
He ain't mean
He
it like
mean it
that.
like that.
Y'all took it.
Y'all
wrong.
don't understand him.
Yeah, y'all don't get it.
Yeah.
Leave him alone.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So
But
what was that?
the truth from his perspective?
Okay. Did it belong? Did it belong because she got a lot of Grammys? She got more Grammys than anybody.
If he cared if it belonged. I think he's
Okay.
at the phase where belonging is not a part of his anything.
So you
thought
think he was
process.
brave to say it in this cancel culture?
I think he don't care. He don't care.
He got enough money to not care.
Hey, listen, he does. And we know that money is a defense.
Okay.
And he literally has.
Say that again.
Money is a defense.
Okay.
And he literally has enough of it where he does not have to care.
He doesn't have to care.
I think obviously there's going to be people that feel differently, and he's going to be biased because it is his wife, and he's going to be biased for a number of different reasons. But at the same time, a lot of what he's saying is right. But there's plenty of years that have gone by where she's sold out arenas around the world, and people have sung every single album from beginning to end.
And she did not get it.
And she did not get anything. It was just
No,
this
what's your
song,
take
just
on
that
that?
song. But we got to wrap it up.
We got to wrap it
All
up.
right, listen. You coming back? When you coming back?
Whenever you have me back.
Okay. All right. So y'all,
We got a lot to talk about.
We got a lot to talk about. I got to have my best friend back. She was back in the building today, and
Yes.
we always love and appreciate when she has the time to come here.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much for today. We're going to continue on, though.
Yes.
We're going to continue on. Love you for being
Love
here
y'all.
today,
Write the
'cause she
vision.
traveled up. Yeah,
Yes.
that's how we started. Go
right,
ahead.
right. I just want to sum it up. Write the vision.
Boom.
Make it plain.
Boom.
And do whatever your heart's desire in 2024. It has been a crazy almost 2 months.
Yeah.
Need you to live your life.
What?
On your terms.
On your terms.
On your terms.
All right, listen. Thank you, everybody,
Love
for
y'all. Thanks for
tuning in
listening.
tonight. Love you guys for listening. Love you guys for watching. God willing, we'll be here next week, same time, same place, different conversation.
Curate your squad.
That is what's important. All right, bye, y'all. Jeff, take us away. Take us away because we got to go.